Hello, my name is Yehuda Remer, or as many of you know me as, the Pew Pew Jew. There's currently a war raging across America. The chaos that has engulfed our country has the nation on edge, and the divide that has been created has Americans pitting brother against brother and friend against friend. There doesn't seem to be an end in sight. Yet here I find myself speaking before you, filled with a sense of hope for the future. Why, you might ask, do I still feel hope for a country that seems like there is no turning back from the turmoil it finds itself in? Quite simply, and as Patrick Henry said, it is natural for man to indulge in the illusions of hope. But is hoping for a better tomorrow really an illusion, or is it something attainable? Every action we take as a nation should be guided by a stronger and better future. So I ask you a question Abraham Lincoln once asked. Can this country be saved upon that basis? I contend that it could be, but only if we embrace the Second Amendment. You see, the only way to ensure that we as a people remain free and prosperous is through 27 words that are worth fighting for. The 27 words that make up the Second Amendment separate free people from tyranny. The right to self-defense is a blessing bestowed on us by God, and we should not take it for granted. But with all the division, how can we rally around the Second Amendment? From within our own borders, our very way of life is being threatened by gun grabbers who want to restrict how we choose to defend ourselves. From outside our borders, the United Nations calls on Americans to rid themselves of their firearms. How long until we have a president who is willing to comply with them? The Second Amendment is currently being attacked by enemies, foreign and domestic, and to take away our ability to defend ourselves is to take away our life. It's time to put an end to that and to bury the divide in the United States. At this moment in history, America requires exceptional leaders because, as Lance Morrow once said, leaders make things possible. Exceptional leaders make them inevitable. The men and women speaking to you today are some of those exceptional leaders who will make those things inevitable. The diverse group of men and women, not just speaking to you today, but throughout America, who value their life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness, understand that without the Second Amendment, those freedoms vanish. We speakers represent only a microcosm of what gun grabbers fear the most, a diverse and unified group of American patriots. Like each and every American, we have our own story that is unique to why we defend the Second. I'm an Orthodox Jew who lost over 60 relatives during the Holocaust and refused to let it happen again. Never again means nothing if you are not willing to do something about it. That is my story. But like every one of you, I'm also the people, the militia, and a proud American. I believe in freedom. I believe that America is a good and just place. The United States is that shining city on a hill, a beacon of hope. The diversity amongst freedom-loving Americans proves that. The diversity of those that embrace the Second Amendment defends that. America is truly the last great hope for mankind, and that is why, more than ever, standing shoulder to shoulder with people from different backgrounds, those that make up the best this country has to offer, is imperative. We have an obligation as proud Second Amendment advocates to ensure that America's best days are still to come. Understand this: you can only protect your liberties in this world by protecting the other man's freedom. You can only be free if I am free. With the help of Americans who value their freedom and how the Second Amendment defends it, we will get our country back on its feet. I'm reminded of a line from a letter that Thomas Jefferson wrote to James Madison, which states, "What country can preserve its liberties if the rulers are not warned from time to time that their people reserve the spirit of resistance? Let them take arms." Thank you very much.